Hello everybody, this is Leonora and I'm back here today to do another tarot card review. Make sure that if you like the reviews that we're doing here or anything that I'm talking about, that you subscribe below, as well as you can follow me on Twitter at ElementsCrazyLee, and you can follow Elemental Inspirations on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So, I have the First Light Tarot. It's been one I've been wanting to open and check out and kind of see how I like it. But of course, before I do that, I like to, if I can, open it up here with you guys so you guys can get that first look and first intake on it. Now, this deck is done by Dinah Roseberry. It comes from Schiffer Publications, one of these harder box kits, so that you don't need to quite go out and get a box or a bag right off the bat if you're not finding anything suitable. But this deck is another one of these decks called Tarot, and it is acclaimed to only have 66 cards. So anytime I'm interested in a deck that's like that, I'm always a little extra curious and almost excited to be like, ooh, what's different? With 66 cards, I do know that 22 cards of it's supposed to be the major arcana, so we are getting that like tarot representation like right off the bat there. And from what I understand, the other 44 cards are supposed to be something to do with concepts and something to do with spreads. So it's going to be interesting to kind of see where those ideas take us and how I like it. So I want to just take the shrink wrap off here, kind of open up this pretty little box. Ooh, it's even prettier after you take the shrink wrap off and you're not getting that reflection. Definitely a nice box. And it's got that good magnetic lip, which I always like on these nicer boxes. Kind of gives you a little picture of the creator on the inside of it. Comes with one of the long, skinny books, and let's kind of just check that out a little bit. Got that really pretty first couple of pages in here. And a nice like chunk of that book right there at the beginning looks like it's pictures and kind of a couple introductories and some definitions, which it looks like a nice idea. So, ooh, it's got a color breakdown of the cards, which we haven't gotten to see yet. And the spreads, ooh, ooh, ooh. So the book looks like it's actually going to be a nice book. We'll come back and peek at that in 2 seconds. Ooh, comes with like some like a nice little like laminated kind of like breakdown of the cards. It looks like a little definition of each card. It's got descriptions, keywords, astrological symbols, some advice contacts, number meanings. Like that's really awesome, really awesome. And it looks like it breaks it down on this side through the major arcana that we already know that's in there. And then it looks like breaks down some of the other cards. Ooh, how exciting. All right, well, it looks like, here we go. It's got these nice little sheaths on it that come right off the bat, yeah. It's not, so they are extra wide cards, and they've got really pretty backs. Ooh, look at that. That is really pretty. That's really nice. And so it doesn't matter which way you turn. It kind of looks like universe codexing is kind of what that reminds me of. So really neat. Like this little stuff over here almost looks like codexing, but then you have a nice quadrants and yeah, really pretty. So this card stock right off the bat, it's like not thick and not thin. Like it feels like a nice in between. And they're not like that giant oracle that you can barely wrap your hand around, but they're not the slimmer tarot. Like it's probably, you know, an inch or so like bigger than a tarot deck is. And wow, look at that. It doesn't look like I quite opened it up at the beginning of the majors, but that's okay, right? Really pretty. It looks like they have not only kind of the symbol up there for it, you've got your numbers, your lettering right there, kind of telling you what it is, and it looks like there's a couple of descriptive words down there. Really pretty, really, really pretty. So if you like a deck that has like cosmic relations to it, I was really hoping these cards were going to be just as beautiful as they are as far as like the cosmic pictures and whatnot. So again, as we go, we have like the astrology symbols continuing to be up there at the corners. Really, really, really pretty. Ooh, course, everybody wants to see the moon and wants to see the sun. They are great representations, I'd have to say, for what they're doing. And a little changed up in some modalities, I'm noticing, just kind of like glancing at it quickly. But it looks like after we get to the end of that, the continued pictures looks like it's all spacey, so it doesn't matter whether it's just the major arcana or not. That is a continued theme. But it does look like the next couple of things that we're going into almost interesting. It's almost like actual messages or questions. So we have querent, we have near future, and that one's an interesting card for near future. The symbols are gone, the numbers are gone. We have outcome, strategy, who may help, some question cards. That's always neat, right? A wild card. It'll be interesting to see what they say about that one in the book. Ooh, 2 wild cards, and they look different. So 2 different energies, 2 different things to kind of look forward to with that. So it'll be interesting to see what they say those cards are, but it looks like that's going to be about 22 of those cards. Then it looks like we have about 22 of these other cards that do look like they have numbers on them. So you'll see up here in the corners and whatnot where we have some numbers. Yeah. And that looks like where we start getting into the major arcana right there. So it looks like these ones are the actual messages, and the other ones where they were saying like future and the wild card, those are spreads. So they're actually like telling you the placement or the valuement, and you can probably use these message cards and the major arcana cards with them. Wow, yeah, we definitely go back into numbers, we go back into messages, and we've got 13 messages and open mind. So the pictures are definitely still very pretty, very galactic. Ooh, that one is very neat. Resistance, preparation, very neat. So it definitely is also showing now that the backs of the cards like got different here. When we got into this set, we got some different backs here on these cards. So really neat, kind of galactic-y still, definitely quadrified, a little bit different coloration though. And then we've got this one that's very splattery. And then we've got this one that's very circular. So this will be really neat to kind of possibly break them down into 3 different piles, use them as 3 different modalities, as well as possibly shuffle them together and use them for one great big message system. Looks like the books are like kind of trying to break it down, keywords, astrology, and maybe even kind of breaking it down like the spreadsheets. So this will be fun to kind of see what else we can get out of it, and we'll of course come back at some point with a review after I've got a chance to experiment with it. So as always, I appreciate you guys stopping by, and stop by next time to see what else we have going on. Blessed be and have a good day.